Hello, I'm Jim Dorcheck. I want to welcome you. It's the first live stream I've done in a while. Usually takes a few minutes for people to check in on the comments. Usually takes a few minutes for people to check in on the comments. If you and I'm here to ask questions for you about real estate today. So until I see somebody up in there and stream along a little bit there, came on. So today is Saturday, April 19th, Easter weekend. Uh, holy, holy Saturday, I guess is what we call it. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday. So I wanted to talk to people today and take some questions on real estate and see if anybody had any questions about that. It's about what Lori and I are doing on our farm here coming soon and how that's going too. We have a few things that have just been going. Yeah, those are things that are coming up. So if you're checking in, you're watching. There's three people there right now. One person. It's free to say hello and where you're from. Susanna, hello, Susanna. How are you? USA. Yeah. Some of you may not run Chile and own Chile Expat Family Group. I hope everybody can hear me all right. If you can hear me okay, just let me know, please. If you don't, then uh, all right. If you can hear me okay, just let me know, please. If you don't, then uh, uh, for people interested in moving to Chile, and I also own the Chile YouTube channel. So the chat group and the YouTube channel. My chat group can be found in um, but you have to contact of that chat group, and there's some rules and quid pro quos that always involve groups. Being a member of my group are there's an interview, there's a fee to join, and it's $5 a month thereafter. Sizing, there are no anonymous members. So Susanna, you're in the US. Have you been interested in Chile for a while? Seen you make comments before, is that right? Um, but in either way, I realize that my internet connection is, yeah. Okay, that could have helped a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. So what else? The past year, I've had since January, I've had about 4 to 5 different clients, buyers from our Chile expat family chat group here in Chile and look at real estate with me. We actually went down to the south here in Chile and look at real estate with me. We actually went down to the south to 1,800 hectares. So anywhere from like to the properties that we were looking at. Those properties, they varied in prices depending on whether their highest and best use were properties, or they were farms, or they were timber run properties, or they were mountain properties. Some of them were conservation, but they're really not good for too much of anything but setting aside for humanity to enjoy at a later date. So there's been so what for asking prices, and that varies greatly to acres or hectares, and it varies about the location where that real estate was. I wish I could put pictures in here here. I think there's in here. I would show you guys some pictures. They're really beautiful pictures. Um, so uh, they were selling for that to like $2,000 an acre. So located, accessibility was an issue, and were they pristine properties? And most of the uh, there's my clients, for a lack of a better term, I have were remote, but not so remote that they couldn't get to the readily easily accessed, that the general public was going to be going in all the time when they weren't there. They wanted these properties. A little extreme would be that you have to take a boat there for hours one way to get to the property by a boat on the ocean. In the far in the south down in the Coyhaique area, Aysén area, or Coyhaique is the other. If you're down there, you have to take a boat to get to it. That's kind of a pain in the neck. But the people that I was working with didn't mind hiking 40 minutes up a mountainside into a valley and getting into a property that had nobody in it, and you couldn't see any human as far. And these properties were spectacular. I was there in the summertime in Chile, which is actually winter here now. These properties I was looking at over January, December, something like that. And when we were down there. So the properties closer to me did not have snow. And we looked at some acres. And that was an adventure, let me tell you. We spent 10 hours on horseback looking at that property, Sierras, which is the Andes Mountains, and it had a big lake on it, like 10-acre lake, and it was a rough do horses anymore. And I would never do a horse again. I actually got kicked in the knee, and my leg turned